Yo, what up? See, man, Brandon Carter. I'm out here with the homie, Grego Gallagher, man. He just taught me how to use this Google Hangout thing. Apparently, I can use it for more than just Q&A. I can use it to do an interview. What up, Gregory?
What's going on, dude? Hey, dude, I'm really sorry it took me so long to be able to come on the podcast. I know you've been emailing me for a long time trying to get me on. I've just been busy, you know, a lot of stuff's happening. But, you know, I had a couple minutes to spare, so here I am.
Thanks. You know, they actually, you just gave them the news. Nobody knows it's going to be a podcast yet. You know, like they're not doing a podcast. You fucking, have you met George?
You got a cat in the house.
Yeah, George, meet Gregory.
What's up, George? What's up? I like
your. He doesn't understand how the internet works, Greg, so he thinks I'm talking to him. That's why he came over here.
Oh, really?
He's obedient to a fault.
No, that's not a cat.
I'm gonna be doing most of this with a cat on my lap, if you don't mind.
That's fine. I wish I had my cat in here, but
that's why you do have a cat. I ain't never seen that motherfucker.
Yeah, well, when he wants to be seen, he's seen. When he doesn't want to be seen, he's not seen.
I like it. That's why cats are fucking cool, man. Dogs are spazzes. You're like, dogs, you gotta fucking walk them and pick up the shit, and they're a pain in the ass. Cats are just chill, man.
Cats are chill. They do their own thing, yeah.
Hey, man, so listen. You do a lot of intermittent fasting. This is how we met. Like, how we met, we were friends now, right? But how we met was like all I kept getting messages. Hey, check out Grego Gallagher from Kinobody. I was like, who the fuck is this? You know, and I checked you out. I was like, I see why, because you do a lot of intermittent fasting. I mean, you're big on that protocol, right?
I mean, there's also the grinder, but also fasting. It's a joke.
What did you? I couldn't hear.
The grinder.
Oh, the grinder. And it was like, oh man, I know Greg from Grindr. Oh, Grego Gallagher. We used to call him Grego Grindr. Back on 14th and 8th, he's known as Greg and Grindr. Grego Grindr.
No, that was a joke in poor taste. Yeah, no, we met like with our fans were into intermittent fasting, and we both did it, and they kind of brought us together. They're like, you two need to unite.
Yeah, and
But I feel like a lot of the YouTube guys, like, and you're not like this at all, but a lot of the YouTube guys that have the 100, 200, 300,000 subscribers, they're on like some high horse. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They're on the high horse and like, oh, look at this guy with 25,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
You
find it like that?
What was that?
I'll do a video with anyone, man. Like, I'll do a video. I prefer to do with someone with like I got a different kind of ego. Like, I don't want to do a video with people who would hire with better followers than me, because I want to feel like, hey, I made these other motherfuckers. I don't want no one to say I got popular because of them. So that's my weird ego, God complex kind of thing.
I know, I hear that, man. Well, I've actually had like circumstances happen where I reached out to some of these big guys in the past. So it's like, you know what, it'd be fun to kind of collab and stuff. And some were like close to my level or just a bit above, and then they kind of just snubbed me off, and then now my channel's like growing way faster. Yeah. And so I actually had one guy like, hey dude, you still want to do that podcast? I'm like, no, I don't.
I mean, fuck that guy, man. Yeah. What's his name? Say his name.
No, we'll leave the names out. I'll tell you after, off the record. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, yeah, man. But yeah, I don't even reach out to, like, it was only like when people. I'll do a video with anyone. You know, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You know? I mean, if it's convenient and it works. Right. This is the first remote video I did. Now I've done one with the dude, Bruce V, the pickup artist. You know, pickup PO.
Sounds familiar because I've watched some of those videos. Bruce V.
We did a video on how to meet girls in the gym, and he kind of talked. He like recorded his shit wherever he was at in Europe, and I like made scenes to act out like how to meet girls in there. Like I loop, so that kind of worked. But in any event, man.
And he went with it.
Oh yeah. He was fun. He was more than happy. He's cool guy. Let me ask you a question. How long you been intermittent fasting?
How long I've been intermittent fasting? Well, since last night.
So I mean, like, that's when you began.
Yeah, whenever I began. I've been fasting for about 5 years. 2010, 2011, I started doing like the fasting a couple times a week in 2010, and
Like
then
the 24-hour fast?
yeah, I did the 24-hour fast, but I eventually I was like, you know what, I don't love doing these 24-hour fasts. They kind of suck. And then only doing it once, twice a week, I didn't focus on my like daily eating habits. And then 2011, I started doing the daily stuff where I have my first meal late in the day. That was in 2011. So 11, probably half of 11, so like 12, 13, 14, 15. 4.5 years, I'd say.
4.5 years. I've been doing it for about maybe a little over 2 years now.
Yeah.
I actually stopped this week.
Okay.
I'm trying something different. I'm trying a different thing. It's a different, like, real experimental, crazy shit. I don't even feel comfortable telling anyone what I'm doing now.
You don't.
I'm just running an experiment. But I know intermittent fasting works best for me. Even to put on muscle, to stay lean, to get lean, to stay lean, and definitely to put on muscle. No, I mean definitely stay lean. But I put on muscle. You've been able to build muscle with it as well?
Yeah, no, I have. I found it like it's never been an issue. But if someone like has a small appetite and they fast and they can only eat 1,200 calories a day, they're not going to be able to build muscle because you need to get in enough food. That hasn't been an issue for me. I've always been able to eat, even if it's in like a couple meals. I can I can easily eat 3,000 calories a day without trying hard, even if I only have 2 meals a day. It's not hard for me.
You do the lean gains 8-16 protocol?
Okay, well, here, let's just talk about basically what my difference between lean gains and Kinobody, because that would be quite interesting.
Right, Kinobody, just so y'all know, Greg's protocol is called Kinobody, right? Or that's
Kinobody, yeah.
You can go online, you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the description. It's Kinobody/Brandon, and you can check it out, but make sure you put that /Brandon in there because I said so.
Kinobody.com/Brandon. It's more relevant for the listeners on this podcast.
Yeah.
We kind of tie it. But
yeah.
That's Brandon said so. Yeah, that works too. So, I guess Martin Berkhan was one of the figures that kind of really brought intermittent fasting to light. He wasn't the first. There's other people. He was kind of one of the main kind of fitness bodybuilding dudes, bringing it into the mainstream, busting a lot of those myths, about you can only absorb this much protein, fasting causes muscle loss, fasting slows down the metabolism, so forth. He busted all these myths with research and did a really good job at doing it. And so my approach is actually quite different than his because I did his approach in about end of 2011, 2012, and it wasn't nearly as good as what I'm doing now. I found it actually it didn't give me the liberation I was looking for, and also I had a hard time leaning down on it. And so
Really?
Yeah, no, I had a really hard time. I actually wasn't able to break down beyond 11% body fat with his approach. That was my experience, and that was because a few things. But one of them is that Berkhan was kind of recommending going really high calories on your training days. So if you're working out 3 days a week, you go really, really high in calories. In order to make that work on a fat loss plan, you have to compensate and go really low calories on your rest days. And going into a big deficit is not that fun. Having to eat 1,600 calories a day sucks. So having to oscillate between these huge high calorie days and then the lower calorie days, it made the whole journey really slow. And plus, when you give yourself the 2,800 calories or 2,600 calories, then you almost adapt to eating more. You don't want to go down to a lower calorie day. So it's kind of like spinning my wheels. Whereas when I would rather stick to a consistent lower calorie intake that's kind of on the moderate level, because then you kind of get used to eating that intake. Your appetite kind of falls into place, and it's so much easier to stick to than just every training day going up higher in calories. Mm-hmm. But also, he kind of really recommended. He was big on going really low in carbs on your rest days, and then really low in fat on your training days. And all the research is quite clear that fats and carbs are both important for various reasons. And so, but more on a behavioral standpoint, like having to go really low fat on a training day brings in a lot of hunger for me and a lot of people. So if you're only able to eat 40 grams of fat, then you're just eating chicken breast and rice and potatoes with no butter, so it's not that fun. And so I found that I was ravenous on my training days, even though I was taking in 2,600 calories, 2,800 calories. I just didn't have the fat there to satisfy me because fat is really imperative in suppressing hunger and hormonal functioning. And then on the training days, I just wouldn't feel that satisfied after eating as well because I just wanted to have those carbs. I wanted to release that serotonin. And when you go and do 100 grams of carbs, for me at least, because I'm someone that thrives off a good balance of fats and carbs. So when I did the low carb training days, it just, I don't know, it wasn't that fun. And so there was those rules, and also sticking to, like, I think people get too glued into this exact window. It's like, okay, it's 1 o'clock, I got to break my fast. Oh my God, I have to have my last meal at 9 p.m. If I have it 10 minutes after, I'm not going to be able to do the 16-hour fast. And so from my experience, the benefits of fasting come from simply just pushing that first meal later into the day. The benefits of fasting come from literally just holding off on breakfast, because when you eat breakfast, I think a lot of people experience this, but they'll get hungry an hour later. They eat the morning breakfast, their cortisol levels are really high in the morning. The way insulin from eating interacts with cortisol is it causes that spike in blood sugar, and then the blood sugar comes down and you start to get some hunger and craving. So I find just the main thing with fasting is pushing that first meal later into the day, blunting hunger, getting the boosting growth hormone, getting all these benefits from being in that fasted state, and then hit your calories and macros however you want to. Maybe you do a 14-hour fast because you eat really late at night that day. Maybe you do an 18-hour fast. It can be flexible. I think when you have that flexible attitude, it works so much better than if you try and rigidly force yourself to, I have to break fast at 1. I have to have my last meal at 9. You know, keep it loose. And those were kind of, I guess, some of the main differences as well. Martin really recommends a super high protein intake. You know, really high. Like someone that's 180 would be taking in 250 grams of protein on his program, which is kind of absurd. It's far more than you need, and the problem is when you eat that much protein, you've got to go either low in fat and low in carbs, and that tends to mess up with testosterone, because fat and carbs are the macronutrients that are most important in testosterone function. If you look at the research, low-fat diets suppress testosterone, lower carb diets suppress testosterone. So my recommendation is just to hit optimal protein, you know, maybe a gram per pound of body weight, but you could go down to even lower, 0.8, and then fill up your diet with a balance of fats and carbs. That has made dieting so much easier for me.
See, like, I
sorry for that long-winded answer.
No. Hey, man, this is that's why you're here. You're here to talk, man. They hear me talk all the time. You know, like I do a lot of I do a lot of stuff where he talks about, except for I train about 5 to 6 days a week. So like every day I do resistance training about 5-6 days a week. But I've been doing it for a long time, so like I can handle that kind of volume. And so like I do keep my carbs high on a training day, but I don't keep my fats low, like you said. But I do a lot more protein than you. I do like you know, every time I say how much protein I aim for. If I don't really count, I don't do a lot of counting macros, because I have a different protocol. But it works for me, you know. Like I know you take meticulous count.
No, I don't, dude. I don't. I was pretty meticulous for a while, but
that's how we talked. You were, bruh.
No, the last year I've been super chill. I've been super chill with my macros. Like yesterday, like I don't even really have an exact idea of what I'm taking in as far as macros. I try and.
Do you write down what you eat, though? Do you write everything down? You keep a log?
I used to for years, but now I don't need to anymore, because it's really easy for me to stick to my setup. And my setup, as far as the way my diet goes down, typically, it depends how active if I am. If I'm not that active, just, you know, walking for an hour a day or doing like a, you know, 45-minute lift, then usually what I'll do is I'll just, you know, fast, drink coffee. In the afternoon when I get hungry, I'll have a bit of fruit.
Black coffee, right?
What was that?
Black coffee.
Yeah, no, I do white coffee.
That's what you have in Toronto, white coffee. Oh, you're Canadian. Literally, I know Greg is Canadian.
Yeah.
You notice anything weird or strange about him? That's just the Canada.
The Canada, you know, it's Canada. Though I've been told by my Canadian habit. Fuck me. Okay. I've been told by Canadian, you know, people and friends that I don't sound Canadian.
I heard you say something like a boot or something like that. You know, every once in a while, like it kind of like
jumps out. Every once in a while, it jumps out. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it sneaks out, and then like you're like kill a beaver for no reason. I'm like, what? Oh, that's right, he's from fucking Canada.
You guys are like, wow, we're going out tonight. You know, about. You guys really emphasize the how. It's like you don't have to put so much work into that. Just say out. Let's say work out. You don't have to say work out.
How you say? Let me tell. Teach me. How you say?
Yeah.
Work.
Work out, dude. We're gonna work out, man.
Ew.
Out.
Ew.
Out.
Ew.
Oot, oot. Yeah, work out.
Work.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing it. I'm about to work. Work
Yeah.
you. All right. Enough about that. Enough about it. I'll learn Canadian later.
It brings up intensity when you learn the Canadian way about working out. Work out. It sounds way more badass than we're gonna work out.
I never said it like that.
No, you do. You do.
Yo.
Brandon says, all right, guys.
Let's talk about fasting, man.
Okay,
fasting. I don't want to start a goddamn war between your countries, man. We're allies.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're allies, man. Look, what kind of results have you seen for yourself with your protocol of fasting? Like what kind of results have you achieved? I know I've seen that video, the intro video on your site, man. You're pretty fucking strong. You're only 24.
I'll be 20. I'll be 24 in about 10 years.
Yeah, you're pretty fucking strong, man.
Yeah. No, I'm turning 24. What fasting has given me is it's made it just so easy to stay lean with the approach that I'm doing. You know, I was never able to stay below 10% body fat and feel great. It was always this massive struggle. I'm someone that just loves food, and so fasting just allows me to be able to experience hedonism, be able to eat out and love life. And last night I went out, I had ribs and French fries and old fashions and a chocolate bar, and I hit under maintenance. I did about 2450 in that day, burned probably 2600. So I'm able to go.
How do you count that? How do you count? Let me.
I eyeball it now. Like
you guess. Fucking guess.
Also, I went to the keg and they have the nutrition information online, so I kind of had an idea. But at the end of the day, I just eyeball it. And what people don't realize is, you know, it's not that hard to like not go into huge. Like if you're eyeballing it, you know, it's pretty easy to be in the ballpark of where you need to be. Like if you're like cutting out all the snacking that people usually do, because people don't realize like if they're not tracking stuff, a lot of times they walk by the kitchen, they grab like some chips, and like literally they eat like 10 times a day, and all these little snacks and stuff add up. But if you just kind of break away from that, you fast, you eat 2 big meals a day, 1 little smaller meal. I mean, it's so easy to be in a deficit. You don't have to track everything exactly. Oh, it's 700 calories, it's 950. You really don't. Just kind of be in the eyeball. And I think what really helped me a lot is just almost, even if I was going above my calories, just kind of find that satisfaction point. So I'll make sure that every day I'm satisfied on my diet. If I need to go higher, I'll go higher. If I don't need to go high at all, I'll go lower. I listen to my body because I don't want to endure a day when I'm not satisfied.
Do you do more of like the warrior diet kind of like you might start with something light before your first meal though, right?
You know, so the warrior diet's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, it wasn't really fasting, depending on how you did it. It was like, you know, have some fruit juice in the morning, like juice this, have an apple, have some kefir, have some.
Just eating like light and then eating heavy.
No, I don't do that shit. Like for me, I just fast for a long time. If I wake up at 10, I'll fast till whatever 4. I'll have a piece of fruit or 2, apple, banana, and then at 6 or 7 or 8, I'll have a huge meal, and then I'll have like some dessert or small meal at night.
When you train in that protocol?
Usually either before I have some fruit or before my first meal. Like I like to train relatively on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I train. But see, I do the lean gains where what I took from lean gains. I take the BCAAs. I know you don't take any supplements, but I take BCAAs 10 grams before training, and then I'll probably also take some Rebellion pre-workout. You know, because this is the best shit I've ever tasted. You know, as far as workout performance, taste, concern, ain't nothing really fucking with Rebellion. And you take that with some with some BCAAs, and then I'm good. And then I eat. Then I break my fast. Really after that training session, and then I'll eat. I pretty much just go ham, man. It's kind of hard. I find it hard to be in a surplus. It sounds like you have a healthier appetite than me. I find it hard to eat enough to be in a surplus, even when I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Really? You do?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just stay in a deficit the whole time. Like if I'd have to try, like you can tell when I'm bulking because I'm like eating as much as I can and then I might be like, I know you don't take any supplements, but I'll take protein shakes sometimes even with the meal. Protein shakes and add coconut oil to this shit just to get extra calories, like 2 teaspoons.
You know, I'm not like adamantly against supplements. I just don't take.
Oh, what? Oh, get adamantly what?
No, I'm not adamantly against supplements. I don't think there's anything.
What? What's that word?
Adamant.
No, after that.
Against.
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 Oh, all right.
Okay, yeah.
It sounds different.
Translator for us too. I'm not adamantly against supplements. I just don't take them. I think they're fine if they're used for the right purposes. But I don't think they're like the most important thing in life.
No, they're not. Diet's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Training. I always tell people, man, is the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Is diet.
No.
In my opinion.
No.
Diet.
You missed it. It's sex, diet.
Okay. So sex, diet, training, and then supplements. Like supplements just supplement everything else you're doing. Like if your diet's not right, don't even fucking work out. Don't even start that. Get your diet right first. And then once your diet and training is up to par, then you can start thinking about supplements, I think.
But people's perception of what a good diet is kind of like wrong. Like, oh, my diet's been so good. I had egg whites in the morning and oatmeal and then chicken and broccoli and brown rice and almonds, and then I had, this and that and quinoa and and stuff like that. It's like, okay, but how much did you get in?
Yeah.
Like, wait, so you're trying to lean down? You're trying to lean? Okay, yeah. Because people are like so focused on like what they ate.
They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, they said like, oh, I eat good, I eat healthy, and I'm like, yo, that's like, it's kind of like an arbitrary term. It's like really like you get what you needed to get. Oh, my fault. I didn't put my phone on silent. Don't even trip though. Yeah. And I'm like, it's like really more like depending on your goals, that might not have been healthy. Like even if it's like healthy food. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So you could have someone that's trying to lose fat that burns 2,500 calories a day, and then they ate 3,000 calories of, in 6 meals of all these healthy foods. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing so well. I'm like reaching my goals. It's like, dude, you're gaining a pound a week.
Yeah, you fucking up, bro.
But then I could have a client that literally burns 2,500 calories a day, and they have a hamburger and French fries for dinner, a small meal, and then some fruit, and they ate 2,000. And then people are like, holy shit, you ate so unhealthy. Well, no. He hit his protein numbers. He hit his minimum, like his optimal protein numbers. He got a good amount of fat and carbs. He's satisfied because he ate food that he enjoys in big quantities, and he's gonna kill it.
I've ate burgers and ribs and shit on a cut.
Yeah,
like it was like the only thing I ate that day. But yeah, I've done. I mean, it depends. It's about the intake,
It is, yeah, and that's what you've talked about in a lot of your videos, the calorie deficit.
Yeah, that's the only way to lose fat, man. Yeah. But you don't like going low carbs, though. I do like going low carbs.
Yeah, people are different. I mean, it comes down to something called insulin sensitivity, which some people talk about. And so people that are more insulin sensitive.
There's a lot about this book. You ever read this book?
Oh, Why We Get Fat by Gary Tops.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, no, I have not read that book. No.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, do you, Gregory?
Dude, he's like one of the most lambasted people in the industry.
I don't know what that word means. But
I don't know it either. It sounds right.
I'm gonna take it as disrespect, though.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I know that. I mean, like, but insulin. You know insulin.
Yeah. Well, my thing with carbohydrates is, ultimately it's about the calorie deficit if fat loss is the goal. And if you're in a 500 calorie deficit and you take in 300 grams of carbs or 100 grams of carbs,
for sure,
fat loss will be the same.
You've seen I didn't mean to cut you off, man. The Twinkie diet.
Oh, Twinkie diet, man. Have I done that?
No. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Like the study?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it in practice.
No, I haven't seen it in practice. But according to the study, this guy, he ate all this motherfucking
Twinkies and Oreos and protein shakes.
Yeah. And he lost weight because he was in a deficit.
Well, but here's the caveat. That's exactly true. Well, that's hard in practice because if we're going to because it's not that easy to be in a deficit, People, we get hungry, we're like, oh, I want to eat, and then so it's not that easy to be in a diet. So you want to structure your diet in a way that keeps you as satisfied and as full as possible. People ask me, like, Greg, like, you just eat whatever you want. It's like, no, I eat the foods that fill me the fuck up. I eat the foods that satisfy me. And that doesn't mean, and so actually, I don't even eat rice. I will rarely, if ever, have rice because I know that me eating rice does nothing for me. If anything, it makes me hungry. But I will eat potatoes and pop chips and chocolate like crazy because that stuff satisfies me. With pop chips, screw pop chips. They won't sponsor me. So, no, I mean if you go to, it's like this chip brand, and they're not baked, they're not fried, they're popped, and they're really low calories, really filling. And the whole bag, which makes like 2 big bowls, has 370 calories, and it just satisfies me really nicely. They got barbecue, original, like sea salt, like they got
Hey, you had me at barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Potato too. Sweet potato and barbecue are incredible.
All right. Yo, does your girl do fasting?
I don't have a girl anymore.
What happened? I seen her on the Instagram and
I know. We recently decided to break up. Yeah.
What happened?
Let's talk about this later, man.
Hey man, yo, wait a minute. Hold up. I think I her. What's her? So she's single, right? I remember her Instagram.
Can't hit her up.
You don't mind she sees a black guy, do you? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not racist. No.
Good. That's good to know, man. Hey, listen. Yeah, you're right, man. You can do better than that. You can do better than her. Phone on ahead and I'll do that after the.
You're such a. What about bros before hoes? Didn't you invite?
That's what I'm saying. Bros before hoes, man. You got fucking. You done with her, right? It's like that's like lifting a barbell, and be like, all right, man. And I try to get a set, and you say, nah, man. This was my barbell. I was just doing sets on this, man. Come on, man. Like, bros before barbells. That's what you're trying to say.
I don't let people use my barbell after I finish. Fuck no.
Huh? What?
I don't let people use the barbell after.
It's yours forever.
I just finished my 3 sets. Let it marinate for 30 minutes, okay?
No, it's okay, man. I'm not gonna go all the way to Canada anyway.
Okay.
So don't even trip. She's safe, man. She's safe, you know.
All right.
Hey, man, what happened, man? Like too much fasting? You're the protocol.
Things are cool for a while, and things kind of drift. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like it's.
Are you in a new house?
No, this same house, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Damn. All right, man. Damn, son. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, man. They everywhere. Don't even trip. You're going to be in LA, right? Next weekend.
Yeah, I haven't booked, but I'm going to.
Oh yeah, man. Because I was telling the one girl that you was coming, and she's a friend. So I was like, don't even trip. American Girls are even better.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I've met some nice girls in Toronto.
It's hard out. It's hard out there for me. The girls, they don't like me.
In LA?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Because you're giving me all this reassurance. Don't worry, Greg. It's gonna be okay. Like I got these girls for you. It's fine. You're okay. I'm like, dude, I fucking know.
I was like, hey man, hey listen. I know like at that age, man, like at the age, early 20s, man, like this kind of thing can ruin you, man. I get emails from guys your age, they break up with their girlfriends. And then they be in a funk, I don't want you to see you go through this.
Man. I get that because you get attached to someone, and it kind of it's like you lose part of you in a way. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my arm here. But like the way that I just like what? Okay, what's all the awesome stuff that comes out of this? Okay, so now that this might be something cool to talk about for people that are going through breakups. But okay, yeah, man. Now that this isn't in my life. So now that like this is out of my life right now, what are all the benefits, that come from that? Okay, I have more time to spend on my business. I can meet other amazing girls that I might even think are more awesome. I can travel. What?
You might even think are or aren't. Are morons?
No, I said where's our translator, man?
No, I'm sorry, man. It's like I gotta turn the volume on. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Okay, so like, what are the benefits now that I'm single and not in this relationship? Okay, because people, when they lose someone, all they see is all the amazing things they lost, right? Like, oh, this girl was so amazing. There's never gonna be another girl like her. She had all this stuff, like and they put the girl on the pedestal, and they create all this stress within themselves because they feel like they lost so much, and like that's natural, of course. But at the same time, you gotta be like, you know what? What are the positives of this? What are the benefits? Okay, I get to focus more time. I have more time to focus on my business. I get to build more independence, like internally, because when you're in a relationship, like almost like you kind of rely on that person for a lot of like emotional support, which I think is just natural. But then you get to build more internal independence and security, which is powerful and important. I think some people lose themselves a little bit in a relationship where they kind of, you know, they become so dependent on this person to fulfill them, and that's not cool. And that happens, you know. Maybe even happen a little bit to me. I'm not gonna lie. But so you get to build more of that internal independence. You know, like meet other new amazing girls. You get to have that novelty. You get to have fun. A lot of times relationships are
some strange.
Some strange?
Yeah, you get some strange.
Some strange.
Yeah, go ahead. That's an American term. Go ahead, continue.
Strange ass.
I didn't mean to continue. What else? What else? Tell me about the.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, a lot of times when you're dating a girl for, you know, that 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it's like there's more conflict and fighting. It's past that novel stage, and now you're starting to have like different tension, all this, and so it's like you don't. When you're single, it's like, okay, no more of the stress.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And sure, maybe you're losing all these amazing things too, but you're also taking on all these great things. And if you kind of change your perspective and focus on all the good stuff that's happening now, and focus on what you're doing amazing, then it's not as hard to kind of go through that loss, I think.
It's all where your attention is. You know, like when I was like 19, I broke up with this chick. What happened was she screamed on me in Subway sandwich shop, and I was like, nah, son, I can't be around no chick who's fucking gonna raise her voice at me, man. All the bitch need to say to me is please and thank you. All right. But anyway, she screamed on me, and so like I'm done with this. But then I was kind of feeling like she was like my first real girlfriend, right? So like, so what I did was I wrote. So this is a little tactic for you. I wrote on a piece of paper. I wrote like all the good things about all the reasons why it's good that we're not together, and then on the other side I wrote all the things that were bad about the relationship. So I didn't idolize it. Sometimes we have a tendency to idolize the past and pretend. And we forget about the bad stuff, right? So like every time I started feeling melancholy, I would break out that sheet of paper and just read, oh yeah, fuck that bitch. And then I was Gucci. You know, it's like you gotta keep reinforcing that until like your dominant thought is fuck her, and you move on, you know. And it can be women can do this for guys too. Like I don't want to sound as misogynistic as it was, because I know I have at least one female viewer. And I don't want to like alienate her. I want her to.
You, the way you look, I'm sure you got tons of incredible women watching you.
Oh, hey. I don't know how to take. Hey, listen. I know you're single now, but I'm not.
You're a sexy dude, okay? You know, you're a sexy guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not scared to admit it. I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Listen, I appreciate that. All right, and no. Girls find me. I don't know. The thing with me is, like, you seem to be more in touch with your feelings and shit, you know, like, so like I don't know how to talk to like women. Like, I mean, I know how to talk to them, but not to talk to them and make them like a fan, you know, like,
you know,
guys our age, like within our in demographic, like all, like, you look at my YouTube things, like all my
it's you know how to connect and reach to women on a YouTube level.
Nah, not on the YouTube level. I know how to do it on a drunk in the bar level, drunk in the club level, but not on a YouTube. Not the point to make them want to be a fan, and I'm okay with that, you know, because I'm okay with that. I rather us, you know, I rather talk to a certain person.
Yeah, you know? No, well, my channel's the same, but a lot of my information is more geared towards, or a lot of my marketing and stuff, and the way I frame stuff is more talking to guys. But it's just kind of natural, you know. But you're gonna, but even if you build a strong male following, you're gonna reach out to some women.
You know? Yeah, so I mean, there's at least 7. Females who watch my videos. At least
300-something thousand subscribers. You 7 women.
Yeah, at least 7. I know.
7.
You know, and they comment and they're cool, man. They're cool. They're obviously cool chicks. They might be homosexuals, and that's cool too, man. Because I'm about equality. Or they're just regular chicks who just badass. You know, maybe or maybe not regular. I mean, say regular. That's not derogatory. I mean, they might be heterosexual who are just badass. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
all politically correct on us, Brandon. It's okay. You know, people know what you mean. If someone's gonna jump out and say, "What? Gays aren't regular?" It's like, dude, calm down. He's not saying.
Yo, hey,
that.
listen,
Give us some
listen.
breathing room.
I got a bigger. Listen, no disrespect to you. I just got I got a bigger sample size of the population, so like I kind of know I got a better idea how these motherfuckers respond, man.
On, you gotta pre-frame it. You gotta like, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't like the idea of having to kind of, you know, just filter everything you say and like, oh, this person's gonna take it the wrong way. That's like politics, and I hate that. I would not. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? But you're kind of like that too. You say fucked up shit all the time.
well, yeah, I do. I mean, but like
There's no consistency there.
I think it's with the gay shit. Like my I got a gay uncle. It's like and then like he's cool. It's my motherfucking man. You're right. And I don't know. I just don't want to disrespect gay motherfuckers because they gay, right? It's like it's funny, but it's not like a reason to make fun of some. I mean, not a reason to hate a person. You know what I'm saying? Or not to be derogatory to them. You know, like. But then again, I guess I do because I probably won't make a gay joke, but I'll make a race joke.
Right.
Easy. Like the fact, like I might make a joke about how like I'm your only black friend. Am I?
Are you my only black friend?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I think I saw your house, man. I know ain't no niggas over there, man.
No, I got black acquaintances is what I got. I got black. And you know, hey, actually, when I was in grade 2 to 4, we had one black kid in our grade, and everyone was a racist. He had no friends except for me. I was his boy. We hung out all the time.
Fourth grade, you had a black friend.
This is fourth grade. But his parents came up to me and they thanked me. They said, you know what? We just want to tell you how much it means to Ralphie that like you're like his friend and like. And
this whole story is fake.
No, it's true. I swear to God, man.
Maybe in Canada. Maybe that is a Canadian name.
I don't know. Well, because
American name would have been Day Ralph Trez or something like that, not Ralphie.
Canada is not like it doesn't have a huge like African Canadian community. It's more like Asian stuff.
Oh, African Canadian. That's right. It's like it's not like Drake's African Canadian.
It's African Canadian. We don't have a huge African Canadian community, because you guys don't like the cold.
We're tropical people.
Pretty bad too.
We're tropical people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on our heritage, man.
But back to the breakup, so I don't like.
Oh right. Yo, you date a black chick. Yo, listen, this is what we're gonna do in LA. We're gonna find you a black chick. Once you know what they say,
down, dude. I'm down.
Gregor, you know what they say, man. Once you go black, you never go back to your.
Does it work both ways? Does it work for
black guys? What do you say?
Does it work? I've actually. Once
you go white, you go right back. You know
I've had some experiences with black girls. I want to say.
What's her name?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Nah, man. Now I don't know. Now it's like.
When I was in LA though. When I was in LA, I met like a really really gorgeous. She might not have been like. I don't think she was African, but she was like I don't know. She was some like she was like, But there's so many. I mean, like, fuck off, dude.
She wasn't African. All right, cool. I believe.
I'm about to go into like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropical Thunder.
I believe she wasn't from Zimbabwe, man. I believe she wasn't Samoa.
400 years we've been held down. What's that Tropical Thunder, Robert Downey Jr.? What do you mean?
Don't do this, Greg. Listen.
What?
You make white boy Brian look like Ving Rhames.
Yeah, I do, huh?
But it's okay. That's why I like you, man. That's why I like you.
Yeah.
The diversity, my friend, and my
diversity. Well, actually, back to what we were talking about earlier before we got sidetracked. Like as soon as the breakup thing happens, man, it's important to get freaking turn the switch on, man. And because people are like they like watching it, they just sobbing and oh, I lost this, I'm so upset. It's like, dude, the best way to get over it is to go to a bar and talk to new girls and meet new girls. Because you're not going to be missing your girlfriend when you're making out with a super hot chick. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, you will. That's whether y'all break up or not.
Yeah, whether you break up or not. But people, they get so stuck into this idea that, like, oh, this was my match, this is my perfect person, they were so good. Like, for me, I'm not going to find anyone else that I'm going to be as into. It's like, no, you will. You will, yeah.
Everywhere. There's more of them than us, right?
There's more. Isn't there more in New York, especially? Yeah.
Yeah. Toronto's a cool. There's some hot chicks in Toronto, man.
There are some really hot girls in Toronto. It's a great city, man. Like.
No, I like. It looks like Chicago. Like it looks like downtown Chicago. Like
that's what I've been told. Similar size, similar population.
Yeah, except for like when you get to the south side of Chicago, it changes. Things change a little drastically.
It changed drastically.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't want to get that. So you're single now, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you: the girls have an issue with the fasting. Like, I think it's weird because I know like sometimes mine would be like, it's like, oh, let's go eat brunch. I'm like, nah, look.
A lot of these stunning girls that I meet, they don't even like breakfast.
Oh, a lot of girls don't like breakfast.
Well, like I know quite a few girls that, and I actually have a YouTube video I filmed in LA where I met this girl there, and I was talking to her about, she was asking these nutrition questions, and I was talking to her, I was like, yeah, I do intermittent fasting. She's like, oh my god, thank you so much for saying that. Like, I've never liked eating breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, but all nutritionists are telling me how to eat breakfast. When I eat breakfast, I get hungry. And so I should meet a lot of girls that that actually, like, if they find that they eat breakfast, they get hungry. And they like, this one girl I've been kind of seeing a bit, she goes all day. Like, she eats like twice a day. She loves it. And she's
when you're on cocaine, you don't need to eat.
What was that?
When you're on cocaine, you don't need to eat.
Oh no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't do cocaine. But yeah, but then some girls that like the breakfast.
That's me making assumptions. That maybe I was being racist. I was saying, oh, white girl, she doesn't eat cocaine, obviously. But that's me being racist. That's me.
Like, you know, if a girl loves her breakfast, I don't care. It's like, yeah, fine, eat your breakfast. I'll drink my coffee. She's like, no, you have to eat breakfast with me. We have to have brunch together. I'm like, fuck no. Find someone else. If this is a point of conflict in the relationship that I will not eat breakfast with you, then like.
Yeah, fuck it. You know, like, yeah, man, listen, life's too short to fucking.
Well, wait, will you hang out with girls in the morning? What the
Yeah, man.
How do you get shit done?
What do you say? No. You know, my mornings are like, yo, my favorite thing about intermittent fasting is like, yo, I'm so much more productive in the morning time.
Mm.
Like between like when I wake up, I drink coffee, and I go for it. Like I go hard in the morning. Like I work for like about 4 hours straight, but I'll probably get more than that done in that 4 hours than most people get done in fucking 10 hours. Cause I'm like, I don't know. It seems like my mind is like. A lot of people report this when they start doing intermittent fasting. It's like the morning, like after you get through that initial like grogginess, like the first 2 weeks suck. But then I don't know the science, but your mind seems to acclimate to being in the not running off.
Yeah, there is a science to it, and Ori Hofmeckler talks about this in the Warrior Diet. It's like we operate on two different like nervous systems, and when we're fasted and we adapt to that, and being in like that fat burning state, we're in the sympathetic nervous system, which makes us alert, focused, energetic, hunger blunting. You know, you get the boost in adrenaline, so you're like, boom. But most people are used to it.
What was that?
Called the sympathetic nervous system.
What was that thing there? What was that? How'd that go?
Focus, isn't that
all right.
Focus. This guy from Dragon's Den I've been watching, which is the Canadian Shark Tank. He like does this thing where he's like,
what's it called? Dragon's Den?
It's called Dragon's Den. He's like,
Den.
Right.
Oh, man, you guys got it all fucked up. All right, cool. Yeah, cool. Dragon's Den.
But no, honestly, like a lot of these girls that I meet, they don't like breakfast, and we like don't eat breakfast. But also, then if a girl likes breakfast, I mean, see here, my reality. Okay, this is my reality. Is this breakfast is the weirdest thing ever? Why would you want to wake up and put food in your mouth? Silly. Just don't eat, drink water, have coffee, and then go a few hours and then eat. Like, I think eating in the morning is like really weird. I just think it's super weird. So people look, like, you know the way people look at, oh my god, you skipped breakfast. It's like this incredible, crazy thing you did. I think that of eating breakfast, it's like, what? Why are you eating breakfast? It's so silly. Yeah. I don't let them frame control me. It's like, don't
Nah,
put that on me. You're the weird one. I'm not the weird one. You're the
frame
one.
control. Where do you get frame control from? Tell me where you got frame control from.
Frame control, dude. I don't know, man.
Tell me where you got frame control from.
I read shit like whatever NLP and dating stuff. I'm curious. I have a curious mind. I'm interested in fitness, social dynamics, business. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What else is there?
I can do that.
Mindfulness and stuff.
My shit. You hear that?
Yeah, the police are there for you.
Yeah, man. They'll never take me. They'll fucking never take me alive.
There's a black guy with a computer.
I will fucking kill everybody.
Yeah.
No. But what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you know, like what I think is weird. I like breakfast food, like breakfast, traditional breakfast food. I eat that every time of day, man. Pancakes don't taste different because it's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I eat that shit in the middle of the night.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I haven't had food in the morning in basically almost 5 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like I just even if eating in the morning, like honestly, I just don't like to be fed in the morning.
It makes me fucking tired. Like food is
it makes me tired.
We call that the itis, and soon as like it's a genetic predisposition called the itis. You might want to Google it one day. And like how is my energy just drops. I suspect it's your body's using energy to digest the food.
Right. And that's part of being in the parasympathetic nervous system. It's the digestion, relaxation system. And so when you're in the parasympathetic nervous system, you feel more tired, relaxed, sleepy. That's why when you have that big fucking turkey dinner with all the turkey and potatoes, you're like, oh, I'm so.
That's also the tryptophan, though, in the turkey.
Tryptophan, yeah, and the serotonin, yeah.
Serotonin.
That's right. Those amino acids, neurotransmitters, and so forth.
I know some shit. I know some fucking shit. I know some like, big words.
I mean, you're a huge YouTube star.
I am I'm a legitimate celebrity, bro.
You're a legitimate, mega huge celebrity.
So fucking famous. If we wasn't friends, you don't even know how much you'd have to pay to be on this shit. Yeah. But I fucks with you, so like it's you know.
So how often do you find that people like bump into you and like, yo, is that you, BBC?
No, on some real shit, every day.
Yeah.
It's saying like for real, like almost it's every day now. And then I like it, man. I like it.
The girls
I like in person, like say what's up and talk to them and taking pictures with them and shit. Like
it's super cool. Do the girls ever hit you up, man? On the streets?
On the streets?
Yeah.
Rarely women in the streets. Usually a dude in the streets. You know, girls is more like you know. So
where do you get all these girls on your videos? Because I'm gonna try and do something similar for my channel.
All right. Listen, one thing you don't want to do is try to be like me, man. Like you want to lower. You just want to go set some more attainable goals. You know what I'm saying? Because what's his name? Fucked his whole life up trying to be like me. What's that dude's name? Oh, my man. I was talking to him and then I was like, hey.
Well, no, I mean like.
Tiger Woods is his name. That's the dude I was talking about.
He fucked his life up trying to be like you.
Trying to be like me, trying to live this.
He's watching BBC. He's like, I want to be like Canada.
Then he's driving into fucking trees and shit, and he can't hit a goddamn golf ball to save his life. So anyway, where I mean they everywhere though. But I live in like I was talking to Owen about this. I used to be like Owen Tyler RZ. Me and we're talking. And he was like, I was like, yeah, man, day game. You can meet girls anywhere. He said, nah, man, you gotta understand. You live in New York. It's different. It's not like that every place. And I didn't take that into account. That like in New York, there's literally girls everywhere. But Toronto, there's a lot of girls everywhere too, though.
No, but these girls that you're getting, aren't they fitness girls? Aren't they like big?
Some of them are fitness girls. Some of them are just girls who look good enough. You know.
No, I'm not trying to emulate you, dude. I'm just like, yeah.
Listen. I give you the whole blueprint. You see a girl you like, start talking to her. Say, hey man, I'm Greg Kinobody. I'm Greg.
Yo, can we do this in LA and film it?
What?
I'm gonna get my videographer. We're gonna meet up in LA. We're gonna walk through Santa Monica, and we're gonna get like the hottest girls to do fitness and Instagram posts with us. You down?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. You got a videographer?
I got a videographer, man. I just pay a guy to have a camera and follow me everywhere I go. Yeah.
That's a good.
I don't even get him to hit record. He just holds like a camera. Just all of it.
You don't edit your own videos?
And then I do like the camera check. What? Sorry?
You edit your own videos, man?
Do I edit my own videos?
Yeah.
Mostly, but I have some guy that helps me. Like I want to get a guy to edit my videos.
I'd like to not do that anymore. Like people probably think Brian edits mine. Like I get the impression people think like Brian edits all, but he really doesn't. Like even when he films them, he doesn't edit them. Like sometimes he only films them because he's there. But a lot of times, he's replaced with a fucking tripod. Like I'll have anybody. Like it's not. You don't have to be Martin Scorsese to do one of my videos. You just gotta fucking aim this shit at me.
Well, you know what? I like editing my videos because I know what I think is going to be good and not good in the video. But I'm doing some like every month now. I try and shoot with a videographer and like shoot like 5, 6 like short videos, and then I just have them basically edit it, and then I'll create my own little homemade videos. And I do the iPhone thing. I'm like, "What's up, dude? Just here in my garage."
Here in my garage. What I'm really proud of is all these books.
Well, about a lot more than materialistic things.
That's my man. Hey man, that's my man though. That's my man.
That's dude. I like Ty Lopez has helped me so much. I started.
You want to meet him when we go to LA?
What?
You want to meet him in LA?
Yeah, dude.
I'll take you to his office.
Let's do it.
I'll see. I don't know if Owen's gonna be there, but I'll ask him. If you want.
Yeah, I mean, whoever, but I actually like fucking love Ty Lopez. He's really a marketing genius. People don't realize he's made millions of dollars before he even started teaching people about his 67 steps. Like he's a boss. But I didn't buy any of his stuff. I just followed his marketing style and the way he syndicates all his content and does the Snapchat and the Instagram and then the YouTube and then gets the iTunes and all that. I didn't post much at Kinobody until I started following Ty Lopez. I'm like, shit, I need to step my game up.
Oh shit! I thought I influenced you to do that.
No, you influenced me to pump out more videos.
Okay.
Then Ty Lopez influenced me to take those videos and put them onto my site and then onto iTunes. I love you, dude.
Okay. All right. Oh, like the fucking.
Like you influenced me to create more videos.
Right, because you got the Road to Rip podcast. How's that going?
Yeah.
How's that going? Like I'm thinking. All right, so listen, I'm about to get in the podcast game. Right,
Yeah.
you a kid, and I'm an old motherfucker, man. Like I'm old school. I'm old as fuck, man. Wu-Tang, Tupac.
You come to Toronto, these girls won't even look at you. They'll be like, "Who's this old man at the bar?"
Well, because then it's like I'm like mature. Like I'm that girl who's like, listen, yeah.
You're that girl.
I'm that guy. Who's like,
conflicted with your.
That's a Freudian slip. I'm really a girl, everyone. I've been holding you back.
If you want to be a girl, you're a girl.
Opposite of Bruce Jenner. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Nah. But girls it's like now I'm at that age where like girls in their 20s like, oh yeah, man, no, he's older. He's like a man. He's like more mature. And when I was your age, it's more like
he's a little boy. Yeah.
It's just different.
They just want to use me for sex. It's horrible. They
like,
want to just use you for money. I'm fine who I am.
Hey man, hey, whatever works.
Private jet. We just fly, to different cities and bring our entourage. I feel like we could merge a solid entourage together.
I know, right?
Should we buy a mansion in Hollywood Hills?
Owen's mansion, man. He already, his spot. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. Never mind. But he's got that fucking big ass mansion. Yeah. What was I talking about?
Well,
all right. I was talking about something before we started talking about pretending to be entourage.
Like you're identifying with the women more than the man.
No. I'm saying I'm old, right? So like you just taught me how to use this Google Hangout shit.
Yeah, you're old.
Now, like walking through this podcast shit, because I know you got your Road to Rip podcast. I've been on that shit, right? I
mean, you might as well syndicate your.
Have I been on the World Trip podcast?
Yeah, I know you have, and you've been on like twice.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So has the podcast like helped you gain it? Like, how's it work, man?
It's hard to know how much it helps because you don't really get to interact with people. They listen to it, you see your download numbers, but I'm doing about 200,000 downloads a month, which is considered pretty good. Yeah.
200,000.
Yeah.
Right, so like, I'll consider 1 million good. If
Why won't you approve it?
1 million good.
I've been dying for your fatherly approval and validation.
What?
Your cat is so cool. Wow. Beautiful.
he's kind of a fucking like this. He's gonna do this thing maybe where he jumps. I hope he does it though. This is a distraction. All right, because this might go on the podcast, so we fucking up because people can't see this shit. Anyway, all right. So listen, let's switch gears. What book you reading right now?
I'm reading like a really great book. It's dude, actually.
Yeah, you about to lie, son.
I was about to make some funny joke.
Yeah, the moment is past though. Like comedy's come. See, the thing about comedy, it's about timing.
It's about timing.
If you miss the timing, then it's like.
I don't know, what was that? I was like, I was trying to be affable and it didn't work. But yeah, I actually am not reading a book right now, dude. I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not.
I know everything, man. Well, here's the thing. When you know everything, you don't have to read what some other motherfucker said about it.
Yeah.
When I'm 24, I learned everything I needed to learn. I'm done.
No, it's not that. It's not an arrogance. It's just that I have like my own ways that I like to learn, and I don't like to read books because, and the reason being is that I'm a huge environmentalist, and the amount of trees that we rape to produce books is crazy. When Ty Lopez is like, I'm a lot more proud of these 2,000 books. I don't see 2,000 books. I see beautiful, serene trees that have been cut down and
but you can read a Kindle. You can read a Kindle. You can get a Kindle.
Get a Kindle, bro. I don't believe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I just like to do my reading and researching online and
That's what the kids are doing. They're just like reading shit online. They're just reading what's on the internet.
I don't know, dude. I mean, like, I'll do some audiobooks and stuff, but I don't know. Like, for me, I'm someone that just likes to. I like to have like the blinders on and focus on one thing at a time. And I find if I'm trying to like read too much shit, it's just mental masturbation. I don't really take any action. So I'm more someone that likes to just kind of focus on, okay, what do I want to learn about this week? And then kind of focus, or this month, and just kind of immerse myself in that skill, as opposed to kind of read book after book after book. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad to read all these different books. It's amazing.
No, because no one's going to believe that.
What?
No, don't say that, because no one's going to believe it.
No, I'm not saying don't read. I'm saying you read tons of books if that's your thing and that's what you like, but it's just that's never resonated with me. And fucking hate me for it. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't read a lot of books.
I was just trying to switch gears, and I thought, and then I didn't know you. I didn't know you.
Like, honestly, the way that you framed that, it was almost like you're like really like looking down at me. And, like, I felt like for a while I was like, who's this big Brandon Carter dude? This massive car.
No, I mean, hey, listen, like, don't do not project your insecurities on me.
Condescending. I felt like really hurt. Like I was going to Derek Sooner. I just felt like maybe like your career was like all blossoming and mine was winding down, and it made me feel really threatened. What? I freaking worship you, dude. Your 1990 GQ spread made me want to be a model.
I'm reading this book, Talk Like Ted, because I have to give a speech at the RSD Summit in Vegas, and
that's sick.
I gotta give a fucking speech, man, 90-minute speech. I don't have to do it, but I was invited.
But you know what the thing is, from my experience as far as doing speeches. So the thing is, for me, and this is just my style, I'm someone that has to come up with no agenda. Like, I have to go onto the stage and literally be like, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna flow with the vibes. I'm not gonna try and create this reaction. I'm not gonna try and hit on these points. I'm just gonna come up and let it go where it goes, because I'm someone that kind of just lives in, like, I like to thrive in the moment. And then as soon as I'm like, okay, I want to tell this story and this and this and this, people can kill that and do it amazingly well. It's not me. It just comes across forced and contrived, and it loses its juice and it seems off. So I'm someone, like, I had to go and do a speech. I would be like, maybe write down some stuff I want to talk about, and I'd go up and I'd just try and make the experience as enjoyable for myself. If I have fun talking about it, it will be entertaining. That's me.
Oh, all right. So, note to self: never book Greg for a speaking engagement. How the fuck is it going to end up?
Never engagement because everyone else will look horrible. I'll come up, no agenda.
So, you guys like breakfast? Cause I don't. Uh,
That no, dude. I will smash it. This is my speaking engagement right now.
yeah, that is more like a.
Two mice fell into a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse was a fighter. He fought so hard, he churned that cream into butter and climbed out. Ladies and gentlemen, as of today, I'm the second mouse. That's my Christopher Walken.
What just happened?
It's my accent. That's my celebrity impression, dude. You just
Celebrity impression.
give me the validation that I was.
No, it was good. It was good. It was good. Listen,
Okay.
Christopher Walken. I can't do it. All right, what was your favorite? You watch any TV shows?
Yeah, no.
Random shit.
Ray Donovan is a sick show.
Really?
I also like The Prophet. Really cool show.
Prophet is my shit.
That's my shit.
The Prophet, yo, man, that's my idol. Like that's my the people ask me who I look
Marcus Lemonis, dude.
Marcus is my love.
Boss, man.
Yeah, he's a fucking boss. He needs to cut though. Marcus needs to cut.
Dude, he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. He doesn't have to do shit.
Man, but it don't make no. It don't listen. It's all part of you. You gotta have the money.
You gotta have the Ty Lopez, the good life, the health, the wealth.
Ty Lopez at least he's in fucking. He's not out of shape. You know, he doesn't have a Kinobody, but he's not. But he's not out of shape. You know.
I dig Ty's message, man. I think he really
Yo,
gets it.
Marcus, ain't nobody fucking with Marcus. I watched that shit. I watched that in Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Who y'all got on Dragons Den? Like, who the fuck? Who's like what Canadian entrepreneur?
Okay. Maple syrup, like conglomerates and stuff.
Is a motherfucker? I imagine a motherfucker with a fucking.
It's the wedding crashers. You know, how about we be, maple syrup? We own a maple syrup conglomerate. You know, dude, you don't know anything about maple syrup. I happen to know everything there is about maple syrup. You know, sometimes we're having a bad day.
It's the maple syrup guy, the Canadian dry guy, goddamn Drake, and and who else? Who's the fourth guy on the Canadian Dragons Den?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is on it.
Jim Carrey's Canadian. Shit.
He doesn't even random Canadian.
Lego Gallagher, he's Canadian.
Yo, this chick asked me for $20,000 today, and she sent me a video presentation. I gotta find this shit.
Dude, what'd she do?
All right, is there a way I can put this link into the fucking? She asked me for $20,000 today.
For what?
She gave me a presentation for her business, man. She gave me a business proposal. She posted that shit on YouTube. She made a video like Shark Tank.
For what percentage?
20% for 20% of her business. So I guess she evaluates her shit at $100,000.
Yeah.
$100,000 business.
Let's write the check, dude. Let's make some money. 20K, 20%.
Like, see, normally I've been, and the business hasn't created any revenue yet. It doesn't really even exist, but she still gave herself a $100,000 evaluation.
Yes, this sounds reasonable. The ideas are powerful, man. Why not add a zero? Why not do $1 million? Why stop at 100K? Shoot for the stars.
But here's the idea, though, Greg. See, like, on paper, it sounds awful, right? It just sounds like a bad investment. Until you find out what I did. She used to be a stripper.
Oh.
Yeah. All right now. No. All right. Now we already like it, and she wants to. I'm not exactly sure what her business model is, but it's something about helping strippers do some shit. I wasn't really paying attention, and I don't think it's gonna work. But I'd like to be involved.
People have a lot of sympathy for strippers, so yeah. I'd
like to be involved. I'd like somewhere we can just like bring these strippers into a community, in a place where we can give them some guidance. All right, we can help them accomplish their goals. You know, we can show them the path.
What are their goals? Being a stripper.
That's they won. Listen, I don't really remember what her business model was or what the plan was, but it was a $100,000 evaluation for a business that didn't exist. Or
audacity, the fact that this girl creative video.
Yeah, it's audacious, right? I kind of like it.
That's a star right there.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
I know.
Is there anyone who can post a link into this shit?
Yeah, so let's see this video. Yeah, the side chat bar. And that's
where's that shit? Where's that shit? Oh, all right, I can post this shit in here and people will see this shit?
No, just me and you will see it.
All right. You know what I want you, all right, listen. I kind of want you to watch this shit right now.
Is it unlisted or is it public?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's public, man, which makes it even better. And she said my name, and like that's why it's so funny. That's what's so great about it. Mm-hmm. It's like it's audacious, you know.
Yeah, it's very.
You know,
it's very audacious.
Our business is called Alpha Female. All right.
Sexy.
Hey, Brandon Carter. My name is Danny Wise. I'm from Austin, Texas.
Yeah, that shit. I don't know if I should do this, but she made it public, so fuck it. You tell me what you think. Yeah, you tell me. You know what,
dude? If you don't invest, I will. I'm putting that 20K down.
You'll go fucking
that up.
Listen, no bullshit. Even if if you kind of like it, between me and you, we know 2 other guys who will put up $5,000, and like that's $5,000 we would either lose at the crap tables at Vegas or something anyway, right? So it's not like a big fucking deal. Let's see.
Yeah, like, but you know what? Like, honestly, I mean, I don't want to invest in a business. I don't really care to even make money by investing in a business. I'd rather just more create value and make money that way.
Like that's my only fucking thing. That's all I want to. Like I have my own businesses, you know, and that I've created, but I want to get out of being like the fucking guy running the business. Like I want to do more. That's my like plan from like. I mean, I'm gonna build the business I have to a certain point. Like I have goals for everything, but then I want to get out of that shit, man. I want to get out of like the fucking working for the business. You know, I just want to be able to help others work in the business. Yeah, I want to like just do more investing. You know.
You want to do okay? Wait here. I'm moving downstairs because my power cord is downstairs and I'm losing juice.
Oh, all right. So like what you're saying is you weren't prepared for this interview. You didn't take it seriously.
I heard it was the Brandon Carter experience, not the Brandon Carter marathon.
All right, listen. I listen, and you can listen. You can hear her evaluation. Listen to it. Listen.
Brandon Carter, Austin, Texas, and I'm looking for $20,000 for 20% of my company, Alpha Female.
They call me Big L.
What's happening right now is a montage of her dancing. What's happening right now is she's playing a 10-year-old LL Cool J song, and she's doing a montage of her dancing, and I'm captivated at this point. Oh shit! What happened? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm there. But bam.
I'm just dancing right now.
But I mean, because I was a dancer, my senior prom.
Right. This is a real thing.
The first day I danced was the day before my senior prom, and I actually showed up to my prom with tons of bruises all over my legs. For the first 3 years I started dancing, I actually tried to go to community college. But between the hours and the stigma that society put on me because I was a dancer, it really held me back from reaching my potential and learning anything important. So both you and I know that the future of learning has drastically changed. It is no longer going to school, getting an industrial job and working for 40 years and then retiring off the government. It's now all about entrepreneurialism. I've lost a lot of my passion for going out and partying.
Fuck, I can't listen to the whole thing right now.
No, I can't either, man. I can't.
But you get the idea. She wants to help strippers do shit, you know?
She wants to help strippers do shit. That's cool.
And I mean, man, maybe, man, she's a pretty girl, you know? Listen, I don't know what the business model is, all right? And and I don't know if the valuation is correct, but I want to be involved.
You want to be involved.
If you want to get in, if you'll get in.
Yeah.
Can I get you in at 5K? Can I get you in at 5K, man?
Okay, here's the thing.
Motherfucking guys to throw 5K at this, and it's not a big investment.
You know what? If you want to...
What the fuck, man? You're not taking this shit seriously. What happened? Damn, we lost Greg, everyone. Look here, we lost Greg, so we're going to end it. Hey, man, I'm real serious. Let's get fucking 2 more guys, get 5K, and we fucking have, like, this, we help strippers do something, you know? Like, I didn't really get it. but that doesn't mean it was a bad presentation. It just mean I didn't get it. You know, maybe it's just me. You know, she's a real pretty girl, and she knows some strippers, so you know, it sounds like a good idea for me. I'm sorry, dancers, so it sounds like a good idea for me. I'm passionate about dancers, you know. Anyway, it seemed like this podcast, this whole Google Hangout thing was a failure, and but you know, cool. See y'all later. Yo, fuck with me though. If y'all want to learn more about Greg's system and shit, go to Kinobody /Brandon. We have the products you can see kind of like laid out pretty cool. His shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of the people who he works with behind the scenes and shit. So like his shit is dope, man. I stand behind his shit. So you should check it out. All right, peace.